Legends have a way of sticking with us, passed down from generation to generation. They evolve, grow, and take on lives of their own. One such tale is the chilling legend of Hookman. But why does this story resonate so strongly? Let's dive into the anatomy of this campfire classic. The story of Hookman is as old as campfires themselves. First popularized in the mid 20th century, it told the tale of a young couple parked in a secluded area only to be warned of a dangerous man on the loose, a man with a hook for a hand. The tale gained momentum, becoming a staple of urban legends, often as a cautionary tale about the dangers of teenage recklessness. But what makes Hookman so terrifying? It's more than the man with the hook, it's what he represents. The hook is an unnatural weapon, a symbol of mutilation and menace, while the man himself is a force of uncontrollable rage. Hookman taps into our primal fears: isolation, vulnerability, and the unknown. The dark woods, the scraping sound, these elements play on our senses, creating tension long before the creature appears. The legend of Hookman has transcended its origins, inspiring countless adaptations. From slasher films like I Know What You Did Last Summer to comic book villains, the image of a hook handed killer remains iconic. Each version adapts to its time, reflecting cultural fears of the moment. Whether it's the stranger lurking in the woods or the relentless force that cannot be stopped. Lovers' Lanes, a place of romance for some, but for others, a setting of fear and tragedy. The Hookman legend draws much of its suspense from tales tied to these secluded spots. But is there any truth behind the story? In 1950, rumors spread about a couple in New Jersey who narrowly escaped an attack. They claimed to have heard a strange scraping sound on their car, prompting them to drive away in panic. Later, as the story goes, they discovered a hook caught on the car door handle. Though no documented case confirms this tale, it became a cautionary legend, often used to warn teens against late night outings in isolated places. But perhaps the most chilling real world inspiration for Hookman comes from the Texarkana moonlight murders of 1946. Over several months, an unknown assailant dubbed the Phantom Killer targeted couples parked in secluded areas. 5 were killed and 3 were injured. The case remains unsolved. While the Phantom Killer wasn't hook handed, the fear and paranoia he spread mirrored the same elements that make the Hookman legend endure: danger in the dark, vulnerability, and the unknown lurking just beyond the safety of your headlights. The next time you're out in the dark woods, think twice about what you hear. The Hookman story may be a legend, but the fears it represents are all too real. And like any good urban legend, it's vague enough to feel real. The next time you hear a strange scrape in the woods, think about this. Stories like Hookman persist not just because they scare us, but because they reveal something deeper about what we fear most.